Good evening, everybody. Flak is back. It is a special time of the year. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, it is here. The Halloween extravaganza starting tonight at the Forced Wipe. It only lasts 1 week, and boy oh boy, we have some exciting things. Like, for example, the Frankenstein table. I mean, look at this thing, right? Yes, it is the Frankenstein table. It requires a level 1 workbench. It is a default blueprint requiring just 200 metal frags to craft, and the description, of course, saying place a monster's head, torso, and legs into the table to summon the Frankenstein monster. That's right, ladies and gentlemen, the Frankenstein monster is your slave, it is your pet, and you now have the ability. You see, you got these little parts. You have the heads, you have the torsos, and you have the legs, each from a different class, each with a different specification and statistic. You have 3 lights, 3 mediums, and 3 heavies, and you can use any one in any slot. So what you do is you take a light. You can see, obviously, here the light has got increased movement, but it's weaker. The heavy boys, of course, are slower, but they're a lot stronger. So they can take more knocks and they can do more damage. So I'm going to take a light head, take a medium body, and take a heavy legs. Once it's in the machine, you can see the machine springs to life, getting ready to summon a creature so that you can command him at your will. If I hold... Oh, put the hammer away. If I hold E on it and I choose to wake him, the Frankenstein monster wakes up with the eerie glow, and your creature, your slave, greets you. Now, if you hold down P, you get greeted with a whole host of commands. I'm going to use the move command, and he will move to the center of my screen. Move him over there, and he will run over there. But there are a number of other features. For example, you can destroy him. You can make him stand idle and do nothing. You can make him follow you around. Look at that. He's like a little loyal pet. Look at the puppy. In combat mode, he attacks anything that I attack, he attacks anything that attacks me, and he also defends himself. In assist mode, he attacks anything that I attack, kind of like my wife. In guard mode, he attacks anything that attacks me, and of course move to your location of your choosing. Now let's say I'm getting door camped by some creep outside, and I want to make sure that no guys are DB me. I'm just going to point at the outside area. He's going to run outside, and I'm safe. No door campers. Isn't that pretty cool? Have this little personal assistant, do a bunch of things with him. You can put him to sleep and he instantly snaps back on the table. You can change his configuration by moving his parts around. Remember, you just need 1 head, 1 torso, and 1 set of legs in order to make him function. My personal favorite is a light body, light legs, and a heavy head, and then you are greeted with this absolute walking joke. You look at his body and his head. He's adorable and weird and all the best kinds of way. But of course, my personal favorite out of all the Frankensteins would have to be the heavy everything. That is heavy body, heavy head, heavy legs, and you are greeted with quite literally nightmare fuel. This thing is slow, but damn, it can take your head. It is super intimidating, and of course, it hits like absolute stink. If you look on your top right above your health bar, you'll see he has his own health bar as well. The heavier they are, the more HP they have. One of the most amazing things I did discover, though, was this. Remember, in combat mode, he'll attack anything that I attack. Now, let's say, for example, you've been at it with your neighbor all night, your pesky neighbor. He's door camping you door camping him. You're kind of fed up with his bullshit. He announces in the chat that he's logging off for the night and that you need to go eat a dick. What do? Your Frankenstein in combat mode. Go to his front door and attack it. Why? Because Frankenstein will attack anything that you attack, including stuff. Only 7 of the heavy Frankenstein swings will take 1 HP off their door, meaning 1,400 swings will break down a wooden front door. Very impressive if you have all night and you're living on an isolated part of an island. Remember, Frankie over here is an NPC and his tools have 0 durability, so you don't have to worry about the tools breaking, you don't have to worry about him getting tired. At the end of the day, he will hit until that door breaks or unless something kills him first. Very exciting to have an auto raiding machine with you at all times. Now, to find various Frankenstein parts, you need to run around the map and you'll see these random scarecrows and mummy-looking creatures. You just have to go up to them and kill them, and very often you'll find a spare little... Oh, look at that. Legs. Heavy legs on him. Some decent tools, decent components. It makes it a worthwhile kill. They are fairly common. I mean, they're not everywhere on the map, but if you run around for 2 or 3 minutes, you should be able to run into one. Bearing in mind, they are, of course, incredibly strong, so you do not want to run up to one of them with a rock and a torch. You are going to die, but, you know, a compound bow, a crossbow... No problem, you take them out, you start gathering up your more grocery list, and in no time you'll have yourself a mini army. Oh, look at this one. This is the Scarecrow. Over there, he's got a chainsaw. This guy just shreds you up in seconds. So, like I said, don't approach him with a rock and a torch. It will not end very well. Pop. What's he got for me? Torso, heavy torso. Hello there, milady. Every hour on the hour, a little countdown timer for trick-or-treat starts. You want to find yourself one of these little buckets. If you hold in right click and then push the left click while holding the bucket, you'll throw candies at people, provided you've collected enough candies. And ultimately, all you have to do is just start collecting little bits of candy. Essentially, the more candy you get, the more prizes you can win. Grab a bunch of candy. Make sure you have the bucket though, because if you don't have the bucket, you have to actually hold in E. That's quite a pain in the butt. So try and unlock the candy bucket as soon as possible so that you can collect faster. Of course, the candies here, you can see I've got 989 candies. If I upgrade 10 candies, I get a small loot bag. If I upgrade 10 small loot bags, I get a medium. Upgrade 10 mediums and I get a large loot bag. Of course, each one has different sets of stuff. The basic small loot bag, for example, has candy bags, compound bows, scarecrow hats, wood, you know, little bits of treasures here and there, that type of thing. The medium has some decent stuff inside it. DB, chainsaw, little fence, ooh, jackhammer, double barrel. I mean, that's some decent prizes considering that it's 100 candies to open up a medium. There's 2,000, revolver, chainsaws, ooh, the coffins. I love the coffins, they look so good. The real winner is, of course, the large loot bags, and oh wow, you don't want to miss this. MP5, M249, M39, LR300, M39, rockets for days, LR300, MP5, LR300, rockets, another M249, M30. I mean, come on, that is high grade stuff. Can you imagine clans running around with M249s and rockets? Like, it's going to be chaos. It's going to be Frankenstein wars. It's going to be armies of people. There's going to be M249s everywhere. It's going to be an absolute shit show. That update is coming out tonight. It only lasts 1 week, so absolutely have as much fun as you can. I do thank you so much for your time. I do apologize for not uploading so often. My wife is rather pregnant and super angry, so I've just been putting out fires and loving her to death. I do thank you for your patience. To my darling patrons, thank you so much for your beautiful support. I appreciate you guys till the ends of earth. And to my viewers, I hope you enjoyed. I hope you have fun with the Halloween update. Remember, it's out in a couple of hours. Be safe, have a lot of fun. I'll catch you next time. And as always, flak out.